have in my neighborhood, there's this statue of Jesus that stands in front of a Catholic school. And I think we have a picture of it, actually. So this is just around the street from my house. It's a statue of Jesus. It's really beautiful, especially in the snow. This beautiful statue of Jesus that stands right across from the park in the center of our neighborhood. And I want you to imagine for a second that me and all my neighbors woke up one morning to find this statue utterly defaced. That somebody had come in the night and knocked part of the statue off and spray painted all kinds of vulgar images and cuss words all over it, and just taken a bunch of garbage and dumped it all over the statue and the ground around the statue. How do you think that we as Christians would feel if we woke up one morning and saw that? Go ahead and shout it out. How would that feel if this was in your neighborhood and you woke up one morning and you saw that? What would that make you feel? Disgusted, angry, horrified, sad. Let me tell you, Jesus doesn't care that much about this statue. I mean, I don't think it even really looks like him, to be honest, as far as I know. But there are people who are created in the image of God in our community who don't have enough to eat, who don't have a place to live, who've been abused, mistreated, that should make us disgusted, and angry, and sad. To see the image of God, this God that we love and worship and adore, who we sing these songs to because we are so wrapped up in awe of who he is. When we see his image in our neighbors and in our enemies being dishonored, being abused, being defaced, when we see people in our community whose circumstances don't affirm the dignity that they have as image bearers of God, when we see people being mistreated, dehumanized, spoken about in ways that are dishonorable, we ought to be so moved to respond. I would have to imagine that if I woke up one morning and this statue were defaced in the ways that I described, I think we would see this beautiful expression of all the churches in my neighborhood coming together and saying, hey, did you hear what happened to that statue across from Van Park? You know what? I think a group of us should go down there and help clean up. I think we should chip in a little bit of money and get the statue repaired. And I think that would be such a beautiful expression of the unity of the body of Christ. And my hope for our community and for the church is that we would respond similarly, and even more so, to the ways that we see the image of God in our community being dishonored and defaced. The ways that we see human beings in our world being spoken about or mistreated in a way that doesn't honor the image of God that they represent.